Hello from PMG Engineering. I am Angshuman Thakuria, and in this video, I will be explaining about how to identify and analyze confined space entrances. Let us begin our discussion by asking a very simple question. How is a place classified as a confined space? The answer is rather a very simple one. To qualify as a confined space, a qualified personnel must assess the site and declare it as one as per the set guidelines. Generally, areas such as pits, walls, tunnels, and equipment such as tanks, silos, and falls are classified as confined spaces. There are two types of confined spaces, permit and non-permit. Permit spaces are those which requires a permit from a local body to enter it. It contains potential hazards such as lethal gases and unfavorable conditions for a person to survive without any specialized gears. Like examples include manholes, sewers, etc. It is therefore of utmost importance to correctly identify the type of the confined space. Once a space has been correctly identified, the personnel responsible can follow the SOP and carry on with their duty. Now, before entering the confined space, a thorough evaluation needs to be conducted by a qualified professional. It is only when the concerned person gives his green signal the operation can be carried forward. In case the dynamics of the site changes, the evaluator needs to reconduct the safety audit followed by appropriate control measures. It is therefore very important to predict the environment inside with no margin for error. Coming to prevention of unauthorized entry. Human beings are curious by nature. As the saying goes, curiosity killed the cat. Any unauthorized person entering a confined space will bear the same result. It is therefore the responsibility of the attendant and the supervisor to prevent any accidents due to sheer foolishness of any bystander or a curious cat by taking timely actions. By timely actions, I mean they need to put up easily understandable signboards that says danger or stay away or anything similar that will do the job. The entrance to the confined space should always be closed. In case a cover is not available, the entrance should be secured with barricades or guards. If the attendant or the supervisor sees anyone approaching the area, they should intercept them immediately and remove them from the site. As discussed earlier, a confined space can be either a permit or a non-permit one, even though both should be off limit for unauthorized persons. Permit spaces are much more dangerous than their counterpart and hence should be strictly marked. Now let's discuss about entry rules. No employee, even an entrant, should enter a confined space until and unless all the hazards present in the space are eliminated. Post elimination of the hazards, if the entrant suspects some hazardous conditions to be still present, the entrant should abandon the site immediately and inform the project manager or the supervisor. The entrant must not smoke while inside and no running vehicle should be present near it, as it can lead to explosion or other very serious accidents. Any attendant must always be present near the entrance and should always be in touch with the entrant. That is very important. Continuing with the entry rules, one must follow while entering the space. The entrant should maintain a constant voice communication with the attendant. In case maintaining a voice communication is not possible for whatever reason it may be, the entrant should maintain a visual communication. The entrant should always enter the site from the top. Entrance from the side or the bottom may be possible, but it should always be refrained. If there is a possibility of leakage, an appropriate lockout or a tag out procedures need to be utilized. Continuing with the entry rules, it is also very important to monitor the air quality of the area. So if the space is a permit to cut space, monitoring should start 2 hours before. On the other hand, so on the other case that is non-permit required space, monitoring can start from 50 minutes, so it's a bit lenient in this case. The oxygen level of the place should be between 19.5% to 23.5%. And the quantity of CO, that is carbon monoxide, and H2S gas, that is hydrogen sulfide gas, should not be more than 35 ppm and 10 ppm respectively. Also the quantity of any explosive gas should be lower than 10%. And if a safe oxygen level cannot be maintained in the area, the entry should be terminated immediately. Once the monitoring is done, the test result should be provided to all the entrants. The entrants can also request for retest whenever they feels like. Again, continuing with the entry rules, the source for continuous forced air ventilation should be a clean one, and it should be continued until all employees have left the space. However, if asbestos is present in the area, this method should not be followed. All the required personnel should wear PPEs, and in case evacuation becomes necessary, the fire department should be alerted immediately. The management should acquire the permit beforehand, well in advance, before the entrant enters the area. So with this, I come to the end of today's discussion. I hope you found the video helpful. Please let us know if you have any questions in the comment section. Our team of experts will try to resolve all your queries. Thank you for your attention.